guys, we're going to get really into both of my skincare routines in this video. I know I've like briefly touched on my skincare in different vlogs, but I thought I'd do a dedicated one, morning and evening. So I'll show you all the products and explain why I use them, what they do, all that sort of stuff. So if you would like to know my morning and my evening skincare routines, then please keep watching. First things first, in the morning, I love an ice roller, especially this one from Skin Gym, because it's so big. This is a step that I'm going to talk about, the steps that I think are absolutely necessary and the ones that I just think are fun and I love doing. This is one of those steps that I love doing. It's so nice after the gym, after I've had a shower, you know, when you come out and you feel hot. I don't know, I personally just love this step. I feel like it sort of is a little bit of like a lymphatic drainage vibe. It just feels, I feel like my skin feels tighter after I've done it. But is it a step that's an absolute necessity? No. But I think it's important to have those little self-care things in your routine that you just love because it feels amazing, and you know, so big fan of ice rolling. But I do also genuinely feel that my skin feels tighter as soon as I've done this. It feels like my skin just kind of feels a bit lifted, so I do love it. So I briefly touched on this, but one thing that's massively different in my morning skincare routine is I no longer cleanse my face twice a day. So I was recommended to do this by my dermatologist who does all my skincare facials, which I'll go into in a minute. She basically said that over cleansing can dry out your skin can just become sensitive. You know, it's not necessarily a good thing to be over cleaning your face. You need a certain level of like natural oil. You don't want to strip your skin barrier completely, basically. So what I do in the morning now, so obviously I have a shower, there's water on my face, you know, so there's an element of washing it, I guess, but I don't use anything other than just standing under the shower, you know. So one thing I'm obsessed with are these, I think they're all Korean, but these toner pads. So I use two different types at the moment. So I've got these pink ones, which, I mean, it's so funny, they come with these little nipper things to get them out, so it's all very hygienic. So I use, these pink ones are the collagen pads from Mediheal, which I absolutely love. So what I'll do, use the collagen ones on the side of my face and just apply them almost a little bit, kind of like a face mask, like this. I do this one here just because for collagen, you know, collagen's all about skin elasticity, firmness, things like that. So I like to sort of put that on my cheeks just to keep that skin there nice and tight, like so. And then these ones, which are the Numbuzin, I don't know how you say that, I think that's right. So these are the niacinamide pads. So anything with niacinamide is amazing at brightening, evening out your skin tone, all that sort of stuff. So I like to just apply one of these to my forehead. Because I mean, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I love a glowy forehead. And then what I normally do is, this is when I will brush my teeth, because all these pads, they say that to leave them on, you leave them on for sort of like 3 to 5 minutes. Perfect time, brush your teeth, leave them on doing their thing. Not my doorbell going off at this exact moment. It's fine. The delivery men have seen me looking very strange multiple times. So while these are on, I feel like it's really important whenever I talk about skincare to also talk about Botox, because I think that's a really important part of achieving a glass skin look. So yes, I get Botox. I have BBL laser facials, which I've shown a lot of on my Instagram, my TikTok. They are amazing. I've also had a Moxi. I've had one Moxi and the BBLs. So BBL basically stands for broadband light laser. So laser facials, big fan. I think they make the biggest difference to your skin. I had them to really even out my skin tone, get rid of any redness. And the BBL facials have completely given me like the most even skin tone I've ever seen. They've just worked so well. Had my first one back in 2020, I want to say 2023. I only have them in the winter months because obviously laser facials you don't get done in summer, but I reckon I've probably had maybe 5 over the period of 2 years. So it's not a constant thing, it's a maintenance thing. So I go to Natalie Kelly to get all my facials and my Botox. I'll link her website below for you guys. But if you're interested in something that actually works, I cannot recommend BBL facials enough. They're amazing. And I also have started getting microneedling. And I'm a big fan. It's the way that it gives your skin a glow is unbelievable. So I think obviously these are my products that I use every day. You know, this is my routine. But I think when you're talking about skincare, it's really important to be honest and open about all the other things that I get done, because it's a cocktail, right? It's like with anything, especially with skin. It's never going to be one product that makes this huge, massive difference. Okay, just wanted to share that, put that in there. Hopefully that answers any questions on like things I do. So Botox, BBL facials, and microneedling. That's my like trilogy of facial things, basically. Okay, so once these are done, then I'll just use whatever is left on them and rub them over my face like you would just use a normal toner pad. You can also use these like this, but I just think having them sit for a while, it makes obviously it all just sort of absorb in a bit better. Also make sure I take the collagen one like literally down to my tits, basically. Because I feel like as you get older, I mean, you should always be taking your skincare down your neck and on your sort of like décolletage, whatever it's called. Anyway, but as I get older, I'm definitely making more of an effort to do that. These pads I absolutely love as well because they've got a slightly textured side. So when you're rubbing them, it's almost like a gentle exfoliant as well, which I just think is great. So this is another step that was recommended by my facialist at Natalie Kelly. So this is from Clinisoothe, and it's a skin purifier. So instead of cleansing my face, obviously I'll do the toner pad and then I will always spray this on. And this basically protects the skin barrier from pollutants and impurities. It's also sort of like an antibacterial spray for your face. So obviously you're not washing your face, but you're still cleaning it to an extent. And then this also prevents breakouts and promotes recovery of like the skin barrier and things like that. So I'm a big fan of this. Spray this on like that. It's like a nice light layer. And then I just let that sort of dry down. Okay, next up is vitamin C serum. This will always and forever be in my skincare routine. This is a step that has been in my routine for years. This particular serum from Obagi is unbelievable. I'm such a fan of it. I use the 15% one. There's different percentages. If you're new to it, I would say use a slightly lower strength. So I actually put this on before my eye cream. It's like it comes out in a little pipette like this. Then I actually apply this all the way. The reason I put this on before my eye cream is because Natalie Kelly actually told me to do this. She was like, vitamin C is so hydrating that you can use it all over your face, including right up under your eyes. Also great for sort of helping with the lines and things like that. I mean, vitamin C really is just a glow product. I think if you want a glowy complexion and you don't have vitamin C in your skincare routine, it's a very important step, I think. Right, so after the vitamin C, I'm going to go in with an eye cream. I'm currently using the Tatcha, the brightening eye cream. Again, a lot of the products in my skincare routine are brighten, really. I also just love that these Tatcha products come with this little spoon that sits on the top. Tatcha skincare really is just so great. I'm a big fan of the brand. Just rub that one in under my eyes nice and gently. Sort of like a light blend upwards and then a little tap, and then also just take it up towards my eyebrows as well. Another thing I will say is I've only had it once, but I had polynucleotides under my eyes, which I was a really big fan of. You know, that salmon sperm thing, I think it's also called. And I saw amazing results. I'm a big fan of it. I also get a Botox injection right in the crease of my under eye to soften my under eye creases, in case you're wondering. It's called a jelly roll Botox injection, but it's very skilled and not everyone can do it. So don't just be going anywhere and asking for it, because if it goes wrong, it can go wrong. But I get mine done at Natalie. She's known for doing that one. She's very good at it. But just please don't go and ask just kind of any person to do it, because we don't want your eyes being frozen or something going horribly wrong. And next up, I've been using this solution from The Ordinary, which is like an argi-aline, I think it's spelled. I honestly, whenever I have to say these, you never have to say the names out loud until you're filming, and then you're like, how do you say that? Basically, it's like Botox in a bottle. So it's really good for improving the appearance of fine lines. Big fan. I also just love it's a really sort of like lightweight serum. And I just really enjoy using it. Actually, the texture of it is almost like water. It's so thin. So I kind of alternate between a lot of different products after that step. I like to sort of mix it up throughout the week. The ones I do love though, most of them are actually quarterly. So love the dark spot one that they do. Also love this serum, unbelievable. And then I love that firming, the pink one, but I've literally just run out of that, which is probably the one I use the most, but I don't have it for today's video because I've literally just run out of it. But today, let's use the brightening dark spot serum. This one really does help with the appearance of dark spots though. Okay, so they're my serums. So I basically do vitamin C and eye cream. Then I like something that's good for lifting, firming, anti-wrinkle sort of vibes. Something for brightening. And then I do a moisturizer, which is normally the Dewy Skin Cream from Tatcha. This is just the best moisturizer. It's honestly, there's a reason why people are so obsessed with this. It's so good. It's just so luxurious. It's so thick. And also a little bit goes a hell of a long way. You don't need to use that much. So I find that those tubs last me so long. I know it's not the cheapest moisturiser, but like cost per wear, the equivalent of, it lasts for a long time. Look at how glowy it just makes your skin. I'm honestly obsessed with it. Lastly, it's an SPF. This one, I've spoken about it so many times. It's just the best thing. I don't understand how it's so good. So this is the Mecca Cosmetica To Save Face Sun Cream, but the one with the radiance, because the glow that you get from this. So I do 3 pumps, so I get nice and covered in SPF. And then just lather it all over my face. The amount of times that I've had people literally just stop me when I've got no makeup on and I'm just like doing just errands or something and I'm just kind of walking around like this. I've been stopped by people and asked what I've got on my skin. And I swear it's this sun cream because it's just so glowy. But it's not glowy in like a shiny, glittery kind of way. It just gives you glass skin. I mean, look at that. It's literally like I can almost see my reflection in my forehead. So if you want instant glowy glass skin, that sun cream. Also SPF 50, we're protected, we're glowy. It's a number one product for me, 100%. So it's actually 8:30 in the morning now. So I'm gonna go and get on with the rest of my day. But the next thing that's gonna go in here is gonna be my evening skincare routine. Okay, I'm lying. I actually just wanted to show you guys the glow in natural light of that sun cream and all the products together, because your skin just looks so healthy after using all those. Okay, let's do my evening skincare routine. So, get this hair out of my face. So I always start with just taking off any eye makeup I've got on. I'm currently using the oil-free eye makeup remover from NARS. I actually love this eye makeup remover because it's one of the only ones I find that doesn't really irritate my eyes. I've actually got very sensitive eyes when I take my makeup off. And this one, it really is gentle, which is nice. And then I just tend to use whatever's sort of left on that pad, just go over my eyebrows, because I've always got brow gel, and then also just kind of wipe over my lips. So to take my makeup off, I will always use a balm style cleanser and like a gel cleanser, double cleanse. This one I actually love. So this is the Sarah Chapman Ultimate Cleanse. So it's a cleansing balm, but it comes in like a squirty tube, so it looks like that, so it's proper cleansing balm consistency. But I love that it's in a squirty tub because I feel like you use less. You know those pots of cleansing balms that you get? I don't know about you guys, but I get scoop happy with those and I feel like I go through them so quickly. So that feels like it's all coming out in portion control. And just rub it into my face. So this is one thing actually that my facialist at Natalie Kelly said that's really important. If you feel like you've got quite big pores on your nose, or you notice that makeup doesn't necessarily sit on your nose as nicely as you would like, when you've got your balm cleanser, really spend a good minute rubbing it into your nose to really emulsify any oils and really clean it. So I actually spend a hell of a lot of time rubbing the balm cleanser around my nose just to make sure that all the dirt and everything is removed. This one also smells like a spa. So I just love an evening skincare product that sort of is a calming scent, Also, not me buying a pack of these like quite cheap little flannels. On Amazon, I think there was like 50 in the pack, and now I roll them all up. Once they've all been washed, I like go through them and roll them like I'm literally in a hotel. It's great. We take skincare very seriously in this house. So what I tend to do is I'll do one wash like at the basin, so like this, to kind of like emulsify it and clean it, which I'm gonna do now, but obviously my face will be down here. And then after that first sort of like wash, then I'll get my flannel and wet that and then rub it all off. Sorry, I feel like my ears looking very like dressed up tonight. I just got all these earrings sent from a brand called Idol, I think it's pronounced, and they're all like diamonds, and I just put them in straight away, and I was like, oh my god, I love them, but I really need to take them out before I go to bed because I mean, I can't be going to bed this blingy, that seems silly. So then, the cleanser I've been using at the moment, this is the Sculpted by Amy. It's a duo, it's actually a 2-step cleanser, but it's got a gentle cleanser, vitamin B5, and also a brightening cleanser. I actually am just gonna use the white side because it's the evening. Vitamin C, not so much of a thing that you should be using in the evening. So I'm just gonna use the vitamin one, and this, as you can see, is much more of like a gel cleanser consistency. So as I said, balm cleanser and then a gel cleanser always. For a nice little double cleanse. I tend to sort of add the water to this one and then go over my face. It's got such like a smooth feel to it. I can't explain it. It's lovely to put on your face. So I am sure by now that we are all double cleansing. But if you're not, you just need to be. That felt like it was directed at you. Then you know that you're not double cleansing. But it just, I can't explain it. If you want your skin to be nice and clean, just double cleanse. Then, do you know what? My nighttime routine is actually, I'd say like really simple. So I do that, then I will put on an eye cream. I mean, it doesn't really, I use any eye cream really. I love the Estee Lauder night cream, but again, I've run out of that for this video, but I'm just gonna use this Vichy one. It's just the mineral eyes, it's quite light. Always have an eye cream in my night routine. Just anything hydrating basically. So I like to use some sort of exfoliant in the evening. The Ordinary exfoliating toner, big fan. It's also so reasonably priced, this toner, and I think it's so good. So I just put a little bit on a cotton pad and then just swipe, mainly focusing sort of on my T-zone, especially during summer. You can kind of see I've got a couple of blocked sort of pores there at the moment. I feel like when I'm wearing, I don't know, I just, obviously, like most people, sweat a lot more on my face when it's hot, especially in England right now. Like, what is with this heat wave that we're having? I almost don't know what to do with myself. I'm just looking at the weather apps and I'm like, not used to seeing those many yellow suns. Anyway, like this cotton pad toner situation is also a real test of how clean your face is. You're doing this and you're still getting a lot of like orangey, dirty lookingness on it. You know that you haven't washed your face properly, so that should be pretty white when you wipe your face. This is not the first time I've spoken about this product. It is my absolute favourite nighttime skincare product ever. So this is the Beauty Pie Overnight Skin Perfector. So this is a retinol, but a really gentle retinol, great for like beginner's retinol, using it every day. It literally does what it says on the tin. It is an overnight skin perfector. Like when you wake up in the morning, or if you've had a little break, anyway, it just makes your skin look amazing. I literally pretty much use this every night. I only use about that much because obviously it's a retinol, so we don't want to overdo. And then focus, obviously not on the eye area, just the rest of the face. This is also amazing. So this is the Arborium Skin Therapy 7 Super Ingredients Night Oil. So I kind of alternate between the Overnight Skin Perfector and this one. I kind of do like 2 nights with this, 2 nights with this. Like I just kind of go between these two products. Really good. Big. This is like, honestly, it's so good. This is probably like my 6th bottle. I love it. This is also, I've been using it for like 3 years now. So these two are like consistently used in my skincare, and they're both products that do stuff. Do you know what I mean by that? Like there's a slight tingle when you use them. I love feeling my skincare when it feels like it's working. It's great. Then my nighttime moisturizer all the time pretty much is the Cicaplast from La Roche-Posay. You guys have probably seen this all over social media, but it is really good. Depending on like if I've been on a flight, I might go in a little bit more with this. But I just do think this really does help to give you glass skin. I think it's such a good moisturiser. Such a good moisturiser if you've got sensitive skin. It's just, yeah, big fan of this. I absolutely love it. It's so good at restoring your skin barrier. It really does just look after your skin, I think. That's that. Put that one on. Then I would normally put on my face mask now, but I'm too hot, I'm not gonna lie. It's literally 27 degrees and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm over exaggerating, but it's hot. And I don't like sleeping with the collagen face mask when I'm warm. But as you guys know, so this Real Collagen Fit mask, I've shown it to you guys so many times, is an amazing one. I haven't been using it as much in summer, I must be honest, because of the heat and I just feel a bit clammy in bed. It dries down, but I don't know, I feel like my skin needs to breathe a bit more. So that would be like a step, more maybe like a winter skin step. So I feel like my skin's got sort of glow in summer anyway. I don't know if it needs more. So that is my nighttime skincare routine. Quite simple, pretty easy, just literally cleansers, eye cream, retinol, and a really good moisturiser, and you'll be on your way. I really hope this video has been useful for any of you guys who've been wondering about my sort of skincare routine and an in-depth explanation of products and things like that. As I said, I will link where I get all my facials. I'll also list them out as well, just so they're in the description, along with all the products and all that sort of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.